Have you ever had an experience where you really wanted to do something but you just didn't do it because you were scared of what other people would think about you? It doesn't even matter what your goal is, but a bunch of people have the struggle that they're scared of what other people think about them. And because of that, they either don't even start on working on their goal or they just quit. And the second thing is what I did. Well, kind of. Back in second grade of high school, I started my first YouTube channel. Back then I was 12 or 13, I think it was 13. If you've watched a couple of my videos, you probably know that I already had a first channel, but I make those videos in Dutch. But not many people know that I made those videos in English before I started making them in Dutch. And although my English is still not perfect, but back then my English was trash. Although the people around me made me believe that. Back then I mostly was busy with streaming on YouTube, and I was streaming Fortnite with viewers, so people could join my lobby and I would play with them. Anyway, I started making those videos, and of course when you start a YouTube channel, your friends will find out about it, and I was so excited about it because I always had a dream since I was a little kid to achieve 100,000 subscribers, and I still do because I still didn't manage to do it. And suddenly my friends started joining my games and started playing with me while I was streaming. And there were a bunch of them who were really supporting me and were really happy that I was starting making YouTube videos. And they actually believed in me. But there were also a couple of friends who made me feel like I wasn't going to make it. They were especially making fun of my English accent, that I was not good enough, that my English was bad and that I probably wouldn't make it. And in the beginning it would give me fuel to just keep going, to prove them wrong. But it kind of hurt. And I know there's a lot of people who have the same struggle like I did, that they really want to achieve a goal, but people around them just tell them that they can't. Maybe now you're wondering, okay, so your advice is to just not listen to anybody and just do my own thing? No, definitely not, because there are people who know what they're talking about. So there's one golden rule for this stuff. And I'm not the only guy who's saying this, because there are multiple coaches who've had the same experience as me and say the same thing. And it's really simple. Ask yourself the question whether the person who's giving you advice knows what he's talking about. And if he does, well, maybe you should consider listening to him. If he doesn't, well, you're probably in the same situation as I was. For example, if a YouTuber would come to me who also switched from making English videos to Dutch videos and he got huge success from just switching from English to Dutch, well, that would actually be a great choice then, from switching to English to Dutch and following his advice because he's experienced with it. But some people like my friends who had no clue what they're talking about, just let them talk. That's a loud train. That's a really loud train. Just waiting for it to pass by. Yes, okay. Still not gone, damn it. Anyway, totally off subject, but moral of the story, if someone's giving you advice, just ask yourself the question whether he knows what he's talking about or not. If someone would have told me this at the moment when I was like, I'm going to switch from making English videos to Dutch, well, that probably would have changed my whole life. So yeah, oh, and by the way, if you're struggling with something like this, leave it down in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I'm proud of you, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.